The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Nice little juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw, Young. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here is Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So, Charles, take nothing away from your center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation? Sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Carr. And incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Olave motioning to the left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Carr completes it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And now Carr changing the formation.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Come in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw his Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
They set up the screen to Miller.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you...
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards in the first. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can work effectively against that defense.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got
put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to about the 22 here. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We're going to pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short period.
Move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Okay, right?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Peter is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the Saints' 3rd-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And this one is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Now Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll catch him run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. And Sharp calls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Okay, ready?
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
To throw, Young. Touchdown! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Fighting his way through contact. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The #1 overall pick, Bryce Young. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They start the second half here with Williams.
Pass at 20 for a short gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, 66 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on second down is Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Sanders. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now here's Young. It's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
we got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks.
But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
An old school.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from a yard out. And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Olave motioning to the left.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion right is Thomas. Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
The busy night continues for Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Young. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brian Brzee busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready?
Young now.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here we go. Set. Set. Huh?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Young. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're able to get
get this one across the 35.
219 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Up the middle, it's Williams. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Oh,
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the other line. He did not get there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set, ready.
Here's Young. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Young to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.